So yeah, Jaya, Kuzi, I want to, first congratulate you guys on battling through the first mod of the 2020-2021 academic year. We're going to talk a little bit about the first generation and ethnic minority student athlete group that you two co-chair. So, Jaya, we'll start with you, but just, talk a little bit about the group and the purpose of the group within our department at Mount Holyoke.
I think for me the purpose of the group was because at least I've had a lot of conversations with a couple of my there's a lawnmower or leaf blower. Anyways,
That's okay.
I've had a lot of conversations with some of my teammates who are either first gen or ethnic minorities or like international students or something like that, and they just feel super isolated because there isn't really a way to meet other students who are in a similar position as you unless you have one on your team or unless you just happen to be in another group with somebody. And so I was thinking about, okay, like what can we do about this? And then Michaela last year approached me after a SAC meeting and she was like, hey, I've been thinking about making this group. I want to do this. Do you want to talk about this with me? And I was like, that's amazing and wonderful and perfect timing because I've just been like struggling with this and thinking about what can we do to make this better. So she got me excited about it and I was like, all right, we're gonna do something.
That's great. And Kuzi, talk a little bit about your involvement with this group over the past couple of years.
Well, for me, I've been fortunate enough to have other minority students and first-gen students on the squash team. So when this opportunity came up to be able to, give back to the athletic community, I was excited about it because I had like a support system within my team. So having this group and creating that sort of support for other students who might be the only student athletes on their team who are first gen or ethnic minority students was great. So I guess our goal is to create that place or safe space for these students and I guess make it whatever they want it to be as well. Yeah.
Certainly. And Jaya, we'll go back to you here, but, have you guys met as a group so far this year? And, kind of if you could share some of the conversations and some of the dialogue that has happened in your first meetings, that would be great.
We've met once as a group this academic year so far. We did meet once over the summer just to chat and like meet each other, talk about a couple of like current events and things that were going on. But we're scheduling a lot of like more meetings for mod 2. And so then when we met earlier this year, one of the things that we were talking about was because SAC, we just turned the DEI position into a full subcommittee. And so then I'm chairing that subcommittee and we're working on like creating trainings with Mozone for every team to do like probably biannually. And so then one of the things that we talked about in our last meeting was, what do you guys think about these trainings? Like, do you have opinions on these topics that were proposed? How do you feel about this? What sort of things do you want to be mentioned in these trainings? Because just because it's being like organized by one SAC subcommittee doesn't mean that everybody's input shouldn't be heard.